Hey everybody, it's Ron Jackson, and welcome to my live stream. I'm actually going to talk about, how I play between the 6 and 7 string guitars. See, I have my D'Angelico that I got from D'Angelico recently. So I'm getting warmed up a little bit here, but welcome. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about today, please let me know. Send them to me on the chat here. What's happening is I play between 6 and 7 string guitar a lot, and it can be difficult to play between these two instruments. So I have my 7 string right here, okay, and I have my 6 string D'Angelico right here that I just got from D'Angelico. I'm gonna give them a shout out. So you can ask me anything you want. So it's funny. I play the 6 and 7 string guitar, but mostly 7 string. So what happens is when I'm playing the 6 string, I feel like there's a missing string when I'll start trying to hit the 7 string, even though it's not there. So it's kind of weird. So this is my 6 string. I'm going to pick up my 7 string right now. Let me show you something. Okay. Yeah, I want to pick that up right now. Watch this. So here's my 7 string. And it's a completely different instrument. It's funny. I just got this guitar here, the 6 string, just a couple of weeks ago from D'Angelico, and I went to their showroom. I have some videos coming up with me playing it, and I'm going to be going to their studio and doing some filming here in New York City. So look at this. I have all these strings. I'm going to tune up a little bit. I have to keep these in tune. They're hard to keep in tune, and I tune it to just so you know, it's a standard tuning with the low A string. Okay. You're welcome. True Self. True Self said thanks for your time. You're welcome. This. Oh yeah. Thank you, Love Tree Point, for appreciating my teaching. And always, everybody, if you're not subscribing right now, please subscribe. And check out my website. I have cool lessons on there. I actually have a sale this week, 10% off all my online lessons. Okay, and So you can just use the code news on my website. You can buy anything on my website, all my printable lessons and everything else. So we're talking about the difference between the 6 string and the 7 string today. So if you have any questions about that, please ask me. So one thing that 7 string is really good for is for solo guitar playing. So for example, I'm going to take a song right now, like Our Love Is Here to Stay, in the key of C. So if I'm playing this song on a 7 string, I can do all kinds of really cool things. I can go. See what I can do. All the bass notes I can. See, I have those low notes. So I can do all these really cool things with the 7 string guitar right now. So I was able to play the bass line and play the chord melody on top, which is really cool. And so that's what I love about 7 string. So, but there's a lot of times that most people don't play 7 strings. So, I can play the chord melody and do all these other cool things. Play that low C. And put that low A string in there. Oh yeah. So, Dario Puig, it's tuned to a low A. This is a low B and low C. So for people who are trying to get into 7 string, I teach 7 string just so you know. You could use in jazz we use a low A. That's because of George Van Epps. I studied with Bucky Pizzarelli, the jazz master who just passed away about almost a year ago, on April 1st from COVID, unfortunately. And he told me when I started playing the 7 string, when he got me into it, to use a low A. I thought it was weird too, but it really is great for these low notes. And you can just doubles the A string. You hear the difference? It's really low. It's the lowest note. Now in jazz, we tune to a low A. Rock, low B, and Brazilian, they tune to a low C, which people think is strange too. Okay. So what string gauges do I use? I just put up a video. Actually, it's coming out tomorrow. Let me show you what the string gauges are. I think I have a pack right here. I usually have a pack of strings that I could demo to you. Oh, here it is. So, I mean, this might be backwards. I'm not sure. But the string gauges, these are Labella jazz tapes, everybody. Okay? And the jazz tape strings are really cool. I put them on my, I just put them on my D'Angelico. I just got a new D'Angelico from them. And I'm a D'Angelico ambassador now. Look at this. So these strings are 14, 18, 36 wide, wound, 46, 56, 67, and 79 wound. Okay, that's the string gauge. Okay, they're pretty heavy, but I mean they're wound with nylon. You see, they're black tapes. They're called jazz tapes. So this black nylon. Famous people that use this string. I think Jim Hall might have used this. I'm not quite sure actually. But a bunch of people, the most famous person I know is Ron Carter, has it on his bass, and Bucky Pizzarelli used them. He's the one who told me to get these strings. So that's what I have on this guitar, actually. And I have it on my my 6 string now. I just put them on there. I went to the D'Angelico store and put them on in New York this past Friday, okay? So they're really cool strings. So let me show you what this. So I just played you Our Love Is Here to Stay on the 7 string. Let me play you a little bit more for some people who just showed up. So if I play the 7 string, like I'll Live Is Here to Stay, I'll go like this. So you hear all those low bass notes? They're really cool. And but with the 6 string, you can't do that. Watch this. And also, when I switch between the two, I have to adjust a little bit. It's kind of weird. So let me play my 6 string now so you get an idea what's going on here. So this is my 6 string D'Angelico. And of course, the sound is even not as big when I play this. Let me show you. So now I'm going to play my 6 string. I'm going through the same amp. I'm going through my Fender Twin Reverb Tone Master that I just got recently. So listen to this. So when I do that, I automatically start trying to play the 7 string. It's weird. It's called missing string syndrome. So when I'm playing through this, I'm going like this. Watch this. you hear the difference? Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Dario. So I just switched between the 6 and 7 string. I have to make an adjustment. But since I play 7 string, you have to know how to play 6 string first. So it's important to know 6 string really well. So what happens is I can't use those low notes now. So I have to adjust, okay? And that's the weird thing. So I sometimes, this is a D note, and then I usually play the D note here on the 7th string, right here. It's on the 5th fret, right here. So it's kind of weird. And so I have to adjust. Sometimes I'll miss. And yeah, you want to be my manager? Sure. David, Mia, are you a manager? I'll get one. I need a manager. Actually, I have a contract with a manager, but if they don't do well for me soon, I'll use a manager. Email me at ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com or at ron@ronjacksonmusic.com. I have a new email. So I'm using the 6 string. It's a weird thing to play between the two. Okay, everybody. And your goal, everybody, as a guitar player, is to be able to pick up any guitar and make it sound great. Okay. Have you crossed paths with John Chipalongo? Oh, John Chipalongo? Oh, you mean Jim? I know who you're talking about. I think you're saying his name wrong. But Mike Campolongo, I think you're meaning? Okay. He plays jazz and standards on a telly. I've heard about him. Oh, yeah, some of my chord voices sound like him? No. Actually, Mike Bledsoe, that's how I think how you say your name. He sounds like me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I need a Canada manager, Dave. Actually, so here's my email. It's actually my contacts on my everything's on my description and all my videos now. Where I buy everything. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this video. I'm trying to be informative as possible. Thank you, Mike. It was funny. I like to make jokes too. Don't worry. So if you want to be my manager, just email me. I'm gonna put my my email right here, ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. Did I put that in there? I don't think I'm writing anything. Ron Jackson. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to play for you guys right now in a minute at ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. So I'm just putting that in there. So this is the 6 string. So I'm trying to show you the difference between playing these things. So so when I'm taking a solo, I like to if I'm playing a 6 string, it's almost easier. I don't want to say it's easy because nothing is easy. Play Polifia. What is that? I don't know that one. Play some Polifia. Just kidding. So what happened was I put these black nylon tape strings on this guitar too. I went to the oh yeah, Dave. I really hope you can play the Montreal Jazz Festival or Blues Festival. Sure. Yeah, I would love to play up there. I played in Canada before, but not at the Montreal Jazz Fest. So invite me up. I'll come up there. Send me an email. I just sent you my email, ronjacksonmusic@gmail.com. So look at this. So I went to the Angelico store. They put the same exact strings I have on this guitar on this one, but without the 7th string. So I mean, they had to adjust the strings because I used 14s on top, and they're pretty big strings. And they were, and the my artist rep over there said to me, "Wow, man, I'm scared about the guitar. It might break the neck or something." No, I don't think it will. But so and the action was a little low for me, so I just had to adjust the action high a little bit, higher. I don't like low action and light strings because I'm used to that. So when I hit the strings, I tend to hit them a little bit harder because they're heavier. And so let me show you. Let me play this guitar for you so you get an idea. So, with these heavy strings, you get a bigger sound. So you compensate, when you actually have lighter strings, to get more sound, you have to get more sound out of the amp. With heavier strings, you get bigger sound, and you need less amp sound to get a good sound. Yeah, 14s. Look, someone said, wow. I'll show you again. Here's the strings I'm using. Jazz tapes, 14 on both guitars. And that's not big. You know what's funny? I think George Benson uses those. Okay, they're jazz tapes by LaBella. Pick them up. They're great strings. I endorsed them too. So look at this. Here's the the sound. Yeah, so this guitar is pretty easy to play, and so these are actually on my jazz guitars. Zachary's asking, "Are you a round or flat wound guy?" I'm using flat wounds on my jazz guitars. So, except on my 7-string, I'll show you in a minute. These are all flat wounds. You don't hear any noise when I scratch them like this. So, you know what? Larry Carlton. David said Larry Carlton. Actually, I've never met Larry Carlton, but I've actually one of my friends from college played in his band for a long time. So anyway, I use flat wound strings, okay, everybody, and only on my jazz guitars. On my rock guitars, my solid bodies, I have 7 strings for those too, and not any 6 strings, unfortunately, right now. I don't, because I use this George Benson picking technique like this. So what I'm doing is I'm picking sideways like this. You know what? Someone's asking me, Dario, to play on a Strat. You need to. It's better to have round wound strings actually, because you don't get the tone you like as well as on the 6. As on the archtop guitar. Because they have they're solid body and you can't doesn't resonate as much. So it's better to put them on a flat wound on a archtop guitar like this. Okay. So let me keep playing for you, before you keep answering questions. So what I did was, I'm trying to show you about the difference between playing 7-string and 6-string. So if I'm playing a song like I just played a minute ago, like "Our Love Is Here to Stay," it's hard to actually, play as many bass notes on a 6-string. Okay, and let me play you another song that's a jazz song for you guys, where I can actually play the 7-string. Oh, this is a really good example. I haven't played this in a while. So here's a 7-string. If I play this song on a 7-string, it sounds really great because I can use all the low notes. So I like Dave from Canada. He hailed a taxi one time in Montreal for Rick Derringer and his wife. Wow. You know what's funny, guys? I meet a lot of famous people sometimes, and I forget who I meet. I see him at gigs. I see him on the street. This is New York. I just met somebody recently. I saw somebody famous. I forgot who it was. I have famous friends, but whatever. So watch this, guys. So if I'm playing a song like this song called "Someone to Watch Over Me," this is a really great song. If I want to actually play the low notes on the guitar, so you hear how big this sounds. This is actually a pretty good guitar, the Eastman here I have. So the thing that's really cool is this low E is this 7th fret of this string. So you get that low note. You get anything below the E string is here now. So this is all below the E string. So that's what's really cool about that. That's really cool. So if I want to play a song like "Someone to Watch Over Me," I'm going to play you the difference between this now. So if I play this song, it goes like this. So I can play the lows really low because of the 7th string. Yeah. So look, I actually had to play that. I can actually play the melody really low on there. That's low on the guitar to play all those bass notes because it's a 7th string. Like you can play real low in the piano register. Someone's asking me to play a Jet Atkins number. Dave Mooney is also oh yeah, I've heard about that guy. Cool, man. Dave Mooney, I heard about him. So anyway, University of Texas, one of my friends teaches down there, North Texas. So look, if I want to play this on 6-string guitar, it's better if I go. So let me show you what it looks like on 6-string, okay? Let me pull out my 6-string guitar. So you can't play that low on a 6-string. That's song. Look at this. I'm gonna have to adjust to this song. So I'm gonna have to go like this, and I have to adjust with one last string. So I'll go like this. So I'm trying to hit the 6th string, actually 7th string. See how much less full it is. Turn the bass down a little bit. See? So that's without the 7th string. Someone to watch over me. And that's actually so I could do that on the 7th string, but it doesn't make much sense. I could actually try to do the same thing. Here's how I would play it on the 7th string. Yeah. Is that 7th string? Yes, tuned to a low A, everybody. Jeremy Lee, that's tuned to a low A. Very good. Okay, you know, I just want to let everybody know if you're enjoying this. There's a couple of announcements I want to make before. You can look on my oh, you know what? I forgot. This is YouTube, so you can't probably everything looks backwards. Or maybe you can see this. But you know, if you want to take lessons with me, it's all on my description. But if you know, I'm offering 6 and 7 string guitar lessons on Patreon, so you can join my Patreon. Okay, at www.patreon.com/Ron Jackson Music. It's starting at $3, even $1 if you just want to support me. You know, this I guess this looks like the right way. I hope, because when I put it on Instagram, it's backwards, so I have to show something backwards. Okay, and if you're enjoying the show, definitely, you know, if you'd like to make a donation because of this rough times and you know, for us musicians, that would be great. You can go to PayPal at Ron Jackson Music, Cash App and Venmo at Ron Jackson Music, and the Zelle if you have that. Okay, so it's all Ron Jackson Music, just like my page here. So let's get back to that song. Someone to watch over me. So I can play it the same way. Watch this. Now I can play that low A here now. So I could do it this way too, actually. All the way up here, like with the 7th string. See what I did? So actually, I did exactly the same thing, but I had to do it on the 6 strings like this. I could do it now like on the 7th string. Watch. Because it doubles the 7th string, the 5th string. The 7th string doubles the 5th string on this with the low A tuning. So you can really, what's the word? Oh, sorry, Dave. I didn't know that the 2021 Montreal Jazz Festival was canceled. Oh, too bad. But you can be my agent. We'll talk about that. So watch this. My booking agent. Watch this. So I can do it on 6 string like this. On the 7th string. See, I'm switching between 6 and 7 string there. So that's really cool. You know, it took me a second to adjust between the 6 and 7 string. It's, you know, they're completely different instruments. So your mind has to, you know, I mean, I'm still getting used to it. I need to practice more too. So I'm like, my fingers are going, where am I, what am I doing, man? Like, I'm playing 7 string now. So my brain has to like find it. You know, it's really hard to do that. And what's really hard playing between 6 and 7 string is actually, if you're a reader, I'm a pretty good reader. You know, reading, I can read notation and you know, tabs I just use to help my students get you know, to be able to get through a piece. But I'm a good note reader, and it's really hard to read notation on the 7 string and the 6 string and switch between the two. It took me a while to get it together. It took me a couple of years, and about 4 or 5 years ago, I was able to start reading. Let me see. There's some questions here. I'd love to listen to a Pat Metheny piece. It's almost. Let me see. I don't know any Pat Metheny pieces by heart, actually. Like I used to know. That's like a face dance. I mean, I'm a big Pat Metheny fan. I got to work on his songs. You reminded me. I got to pick up that Pat Metheny book with all the songs in it. But right now, I'm just trying to learn other songs. In order to, what would you recommend practicing scales? No Jones. Learn the major. Learn all your major modes and major scales, pentatonic, and then go up, to the melodic minor modes and the harmonic minor modes. All the symmetrical scales like diminished, whole tone. All those scales are very important in jazz. Okay, good. My images are not backwards. Thank you, Mike. Harry, I love your channel and your shorts you do. Do you recommend D'Angelico's? Yes. So you know what's funny? I'm a D'Angelico. This is Harry asking a question. I just got my D'Angelico. I'm a D'Angelico ambassador now. I got this guitar from them. It's a really great guitar. For the price range. For a jazz guitar, it's a good quality. It's professional. They're really great guitars. They're not as big sounding as my other guitar, but my guitar's pretty big too. It's a different kind of guitar. This is actually a carved wood guitar. This one is more of a laminate top. And I have heavy strings on this, so they're pretty good guitars. What kind of picks do I use? I use Jim Dunlop picks, okay, like these, with my name and logo on them. You can get those on my website. You can get these on my website too. These Ron Jackson Delrin picks. You see that? They're really great. They're from Pick World Picks, okay? Pick World Picks, okay? They're really nice picks. They're amazing. And these have a really big sound too. Listen. So they have a really good sound, these picks, actually, and they have a big full sound. These are really thick, big, heavy picks, okay? Remember, everybody, if you're watching, please definitely, what's the word? Definitely subscribe. everybody's like, subscribe now. So, I try to make this like as informative as possible. Just be myself. No BS. Just play the guitar. Try to show you what I can, and so you get an understanding of what I'm doing and concepts. And try to be honest. That's why I really appreciate everybody following me. I think they see that and they're honest. And I have a lot of students now, a lot of people that actually are into my music, my albums, and also they actually go to my page now and buy my arrangements, and they trust what I do. And I've really helped a lot of people learn how to improvise, and I have a lot of great students. I appreciate you guys. Let me see. Well, let me see. What was this? Asatu. Wow, wonderful. I asked always myself when I was going to go play like this. Oh, just have to practice a lot, which I need to do. They look so classy. Yeah, these are nice classic guitars. They're really nice guitars. If you ever go to Manhattan, go to the showroom and book it. Let me see. Maybe you can do a rundown of the amps and your favorite rock songs to play. Oh yeah, sure. Everybody, just so you know, I just got a new Fender Tone Master amp. They're like the they're like the transistor equivalent of the Fender tube amps, and these are really great. And you know what's really great about them? First, they're not tubes, because I use tube amps all the time, and they sound exactly like a tube amp. That's what I'm using right now. And you know, with the tube amp, they're very expensive to fix all the time. Every couple of years, I have to spend $200 to get them fixed. You know, because the tubes always go out. These are really great amps. You should pick one up. Um, oh yeah, thank you, Simon. You're a big fan. Thank you. I'm a fan of all my fans. So anyway, I'm demoing how to play between 6 and 7 string guitar. If you have any questions, please send them to me. I'm going to go back to my 6 string guitar. So people ask me what kind of picks I use, and you know the strings I use depends on what kind of guitar. Let me see if I have a couple more announcements for you. Everything's backwards because I usually show everything backwards on my. What I have forwards is this. If you you know, if you like what I do, just go to my Patreon and sign up at Ron Jackson Music, okay? At patreon.com, okay? And you can take lessons with me there, or I teach privately. Everything's on my description after you watch the video. You can go to my website, pick up my printables. I have a sale on my printables at ronjacksonmusic.com. You use code NEWS, you get 10% off everything on my site, okay? 10% off this week. So let me keep playing for you guys. And, you know, so, you know, I don't keep talking all the time here. So let me play you another song. I'm going to show you what's really great about 7 string is that you can do a lot of walking bass. You know, let me try this song. I haven't played it in a while. I'm going to use a different pick right now. So you know what I was trying to do, everybody? I was just trying to show you that it's really great to play 7 string like a fast tune, um, with walking bass lines in it. So it doesn't sound terrible, but you are hearing honky tonky and aggressive. Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, thank you, Mr. E. I'm butchering the hollow body. Thank you. You guys are funny. So anyway, what I'm trying to show you guys is when you're playing a 7 string guitar, um, what's going on is you have to be able to play those bass lines all the way through, and what's the word? Be able to play the bass lines solo chord melody. So this is not very easy to do. I like this Mr. E. Mr. E saying Safeway brand. Um, so anyway, so what was I gonna say, everybody? That's what you do when you're playing 7 string. You got to be able to switch between the 6 and 7 string and try to adjust physically to do that. It's like having a upright your fingertips. Yeah. How do you use the thumb on the 7 for the bottom string? So what I'm doing is I'm using hybrid picking, just in case you want to know. And watch this. So if I'm playing hybrid picking, I'm going to go like this. So I'll use my combination of my fingers and my pick. But then I'll do, what I'll try to do is this. Now I can use my fingers as well. Watch it. I'll use my thumb more to do the bass line like that. You see? See what I'm doing? I'm using my thumb as well. Okay. Yeah, so let me see what does this say. I'm trying to see some comments. Let me see this for a second. Yeah, so I'm trying to read some of your messages here. So if there's any questions, please send them to me. Do you use your thumb a lot for the bottom string? Yes, I do sometimes. It depends on the context. But usually I'm doing what you call hybrid picking, thumb and fingers, okay? So yeah, I like to do that. And now let me see some other questions here. Oh yeah, we lost Rusty Young. I don't know who he was. Someone's asking, how do you develop musicality? So what's the word? How do you develop musicality? So you know what? That's just practice. And actually, what's the word? You just gotta listen to a lot of music and play with people, and develop your own style, and have good musical skills yourself. You understand? So that just takes experience, I think. Now, musicality, everybody, remember, music's very subjective. One guy could be listening to you and think you're amazing. One guy could listen to you and think you're terrible. So I've seen people look at George Benson and go, "Ooh," some people say he's amazing, but so everything's so subjective in music. Like some people don't like punk music, but I love punk music. Whatever. So you know what I mean. So it's all whatever you're subjective. Oh, that isn't. Yeah, someone's saying it's impossible to find a 7 string like this right now since the pandemic. Everybody, it's really hard to find a 7 string guitar. I'm trying to work out a deal with Benedetto Guitars to get one. An endorsement deal, and they're really expensive guitars. Like if I want to get a guitar from them, it's at least $5,000. So, they're really great guitars. They're some of the best in the world. But I'm going to be ending very soon, everybody. So if you want to watch, and this, this is going to be a playback on this. And what I'm doing is I'm just, trying to show you the difference between 6 and 7 string guitar. And it's really, really extremely difficult to actually switch between these two. So I'd like to see someone, some of you guys show me on YouTube how you can switch between the 6 and 7 string guitar and make them sound really good each. It's really hard to do, and I had to make an adjustment, to do that stuff. So it's really a cool instrument to learn, and if you get a chance, definitely, um, try practicing with the 6 or 7 string guitar. But I'm a big advocate for getting the people to play 7 string guitar because um, not many people play 7 string guitar in jazz, particularly. And if you want to get into it, please, please do. Uh, yes, someone's asking me, do I use tape wound strings? Yes, I'll show you. Let me get some water here. So these are strings I've been using on both guitars. They're Jazz Tapes by La Bella. They're really great strings. So it's a 7 string set 14 to 79. And I use on the 6 string, I just use the 14 to 67. I just take off the 7 string. They're really great strings. So I put it on this guitar too. Okay. They're really great guitar. So they're both tape wound. Okay, so anyway, Chapman stick. I don't know about Chapman stick. Those Eastman boxes are great. Yeah, these are really great for the price. They're carved wood too. So they're really great. So if you enjoyed the show, I'm gonna get going right now because I need to get lunch. I wanted to go live. I haven't gone live in a while. I just did a workshop for Lively, and it was a jazz improv workshop. But in this case, you really can't interact. So I'm going to be doing another Lively workshop soon where you can actually take a class of jazz improvisation. You'll be able to play with me. You'll be able to, play it back when I show you and really get a hands-on training. If you want to study with me, everything is on my YouTube channel right here in the description. If you want to donate and you enjoyed what you heard today and you learned a lot, please donate $1 or more to my PayPal at Ron Jackson Music or Venmo or Cash App at Ron Jackson Music. I'm going to take a couple more questions. So if you want to donate, that would be great to, help me with my channel and do my pursuits in music. Thank you. Let me see. Do you use different tunings? I don't use different tunings, actually. I rarely do. I just use standard tuning. And with my 7 string, I use a low A string with standard tuning. I'll buy lunch. I'll buy you lunch in Montreal. Yeah, okay. Okay. So Dave, you got to take me up there. You promised now. Let me see. Where did music come from? Who created? Thank you, guys. And we'll talk soon. I'm going to get going. You can watch the playback of this. Can you play Wonderwall, please? I don't know that one. Sorry, guys. But thank you for watching. I appreciate all the great comments. And you guys are wonderful people. It was really hard what I just did playing between 6 and 7 string guitar. Usually I just stick to one and the performance, and that's it. But you have to learn how to adjust. So this is a great way to show you guys what the difference is between these two instruments. Okay. So for home exercise, thank you. One song for home exercise. What does that mean? Yeah. So how good is have a good one, my friend. You know what? I'll show you something. I'll do another live stream this week. So keep an eye out in the afternoon. Okay, guys. I've got to go now. I've got other things to do today. And have a great day. And thank you for watching. It's Ron Jackson. Please follow me here everywhere at Ron Jackson Music, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And did I miss something? Yeah, and YouTube right here. Okay. See you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.